Thank you so much for joining me on my live reading. Do a live collective reading and just talk. So it's not just going to be a reading, it's also going to be a little discussion. And so, yeah. And I'm trying to figure out how to look at the comments from here. So if I can't figure that out, I'm going to do it from my phone. Comments? Woo, there we go. Okay, I think I could see the comments from right there. So I'm just gonna sit this down. Oh, I got an idea. No, that doesn't work. All right, I'll just sit right here. Okay, no. Just want it to be out of my way so I can see what everybody's saying. Oh, let me try this. Nope. Oh, there we go. Oops. Nope. There we go. There's the chat. Okay. Okay, so before I get with the songs, I'm gonna just pick a card from every deck that I have here, and that's how we're gonna do the collective reading. If I don't respond to the comments or the chat right away, it's because I'm focusing on this over here, so my apologies in advance. So and happy 11/11, everybody. Today is major, it's a major gateway, major portal for manifestation, manifesting your dreams, your desires, whatever it is that you want in your life. It's also about letting things go in order to be able to enter that portal. Because a lot of people hold on to stuff, it weighs them down, so they're not able to move forward. And today has been, oh my God, the synchronicities were out of control, out of control. I wanted to discuss a little story. So my friend Alicia, she, I was listening to, so I have the song list that I'm going to be talking about in a minute, but so I think it was Flesh and Bone by Alien Ant Farm. And the lyric, I always sing it really loudly, and it's like, please show me a sign. So please show me a sign. And as I'm screaming that out for this particular reading, my friend tags me in a post by Cardi B, and it's an 11/11 post, and talking about the synchronicities that happen, to let you know that, you know, God's watching you, your angels are watching you, your spirit guides. So I was like blown away by that synchronicity. I was like, oh my God. And then she starts talking about the guy in Alien Ant Farm, Tim, and how they have a 311 tattoo, similar, the exact same tattoo. And 311 is the third song on here. So the synchronicities today were crazy. Then, I'm just gonna go on a tangent here because it's just showing you how synchronized everything is. I was putting on a little bit of glow, you know, for the video, and Glow by Alien Ant Farm started playing. So then I was like screaming. I was like, what is going on? So today is is intense with synchronicities. If you haven't experienced them, get out there and experience it. My favorite thing to do during 11/11 is to do a synchronicity tour. And what that is I just I go somewhere where the address is like, the address means something to me, whether it's a birthday or, you know, a triple digit or something. I go to that place, and then from there I'm guided to another place, another place. I just follow the synchronicities throughout the day. And the times that I've done it have been absolutely fun. I've met amazing people along the way. So definitely suggest getting out there today. Definitely suggest making a wish at 11/11. And I have an alarm set for us to do a little manifestation thing at 11/11, so hopefully it doesn't mess with the live video. One can only hope. Okay. Happy 11/11, Emily, Shakara. Okay, I'm gonna get these all out of the way. That's how I pick my cards. I know a lot of readers like to do this shuffle thing and just the cards fly out, but I don't know. I can't do that because then I just make a big mess. So I just like to go and pick wherever my hand feels a cool spot, and I pull it out. So a lot of readers do it differently. That's just how I do it. Got a lot of cards. I wonder if I should try to, let me try to do something real quick and see if I could shut off this alarm. Oops. No. I guess hopefully it doesn't mess up anything because I can't do it. Okay. I knew I should have ate something before I did this. Because now I'm getting a case of the hungries. All right. So, let's see what time it is. I can't see what time it is. 10:48. Awesome. It doesn't fall. Oops. Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna start with, before I flip the cards over, I'm gonna discuss the songs that came through. So, we've got, the first song was Troublemaker by Weezer, and I literally was writing this message to my friend today about books. When I had my awakening, my Kundalini awakening, my death, rebirth, whatever you want to call it, I was shown a book, and I was shown the burning of a book, because it was telling me that the information and knowledge that I needed was inside me. So it was asking me, hi Nietzsche, it was asking me, sorry, I'm looking down because I have my my comments down here and my camera's up here. So I was sending my friend this message about, you know, because he's talking about he was getting into some new things, reading new things, and so in my awakening it was like, burn the book because the knowledge is inside you. And yes, we do read stuff to like spark a remembrance of stuff, but most of the information is inside you. And this was talking about like Bibles and stuff like that. So much trauma has been inflicted on humanity with religion. So it was like wanting me to step away from that path that I was like starting to like study, you know, Kabbalah and all that stuff. I was trying to study Buddhism, and it was kind of like saying no, like start all over, like cut all that and start all over. So anyways, the song Troublemaker came through, and the lyric says, books are for petty crooks. I will learn the lessons by studying my dreams. So that was a cool synchronicity. So many synchronicities today. It's been off the chain. It says, I can't work a job like any other person because I can't conform that way. And so that makes sense for a lot of the people that are awakening. They're realizing that they can't, you know, they can't conform to that. The next song was, someone will say you're a troublemaker, right? Because you're spreading knowledge, spreading truth. So number 2 would be Shit on the Radio by Nelly Furtado. I remember the days when I was so eager to satisfy you. And that's talking about the times that we have spent trying to satisfy others and not being true to ourselves. So this is saying, so now I'm staying true to myself. And so that's what's happening right now. You're hearing shit on the radio. It's all synchronicities, and you're staying true to yourself. Okay, so that was number 2, Nelly Furtado, Shit on the Radio. So, break through. Try to break through. So it's breaking through to the other side. It's almost like the doors break on through to the other side, but that's what's happening with this portal. We're breaking through the portal. We're going through the door. The third song was Freeze Time by 311. And the lyric that always resonates is, I found the cure, Morse code for rapture. Get with your rhythm, get with your nature. And that's talking about get outside, like go outside, really connect with Mother Earth. It's emitting this high vibrational frequency right now. So really get out there. And freeze time is always, to me, 0 point. So think of it like, you know, something is spinning and then it just stops and then everything just aligns. That's what's happening right now. This 0 point. People are reaching that 0 point. Sorry, I'm looking down here for the comments. So freeze time, 311, 0 point. Everybody's reaching that 0 point, that understanding. Their heart chakra is opening. They're going through the portal, and it's almost like time is frozen. So when you're doing something you love, it's like everything stops for a minute. Okay. So the next song was number 4, I Miss You by Incubus, and I was trying to figure out what that one would be about. You know, that could be a longing and a yearning for a certain point in time, a certain point in life, missing somebody, even if it's somebody that you don't know, just that feeling of missing. And I don't want to say your other half because we're all whole, but just that connection with another human being, that, you know, that loving connection, missing that. It could have a different meaning for you. That's just what I'm getting from it. Number 5 is Waiting in Vain by Bob Marley. I don't want to wait in vain for your love. From the very first time I set my eyes on you, my heart said follow through. But I know now that I'm way down on the line. But the waiting feel is fine. So it's okay to you know, feel like you're waiting for something to happen. I think a lot of us are waiting for something to happen. We're waiting for what is supposed to be this rapture or whatever, you know, they keep saying the end of the world. Which is interesting because the next song that came through was The Show by Lenka. And that talks about we're here to experience this mass awakening. We're here to see the show. We're here to experience this. And it's the middle. She says, I'm just a little girl stuck in the middle. Life is a maze. Love is a riddle. So it does feel like we're going through this maze. And straddling, so what a shaman does is a shaman straddles the right and the left and the, you know, heaven and hell, and they straddle, and they're in the center, you know, and they can put one foot over here and they can put one foot over here, they can jump over here, they can jump, so you're easily able to jump whichever, you know, dimension you want to be in. So this is you know, when you meditate, you're able to tap into that stuff. You're able to tap into those different dimensions. You're able to communicate with the spirit world as well as you know, humans. You know, a lot of people don't realize, you know, if you've ever seen The Sixth Sense and the ghost that he's seen looks just like a normal human, that's exactly what a lot of ghosts look like. A lot of them are not just like this apparition that you see in like TV shows. A lot of them are actually walking, looking, and they're walking around. And many of them, a lot of them are lost, so they don't know where they're going or anything. And some of them are just here to enjoy the show. So they're down here just seeing what's going on, seeing what's going to happen. They're wanting to see this mass awakening. And another lyric is synchronize in time. So it says everybody, you know, the higher people on the higher vibration are watching everybody synchronize in time. So that's pretty interesting because it's 11:11. It's the 11:11 gateway. And you'll notice that when a person begins to awaken, that they start, you know, you'll see them start posting 333 or the screen grabs. It starts with screen grabs 222, 555. Eventually you surpass that. But you'll notice when a person begins to awaken that they're very, I wouldn't say persistent, but excited to post those synchronicities, you know, because it's merging. All those things are just merging. So the 7th song is I'm Yours by Jason Mraz, which goes along with song number 3, because song number 3, Freeze Time by 311, talks about getting with your rhythm, get with your nature, get out there. And the lyric that stood out to me with the Jason Mraz is rid yourself of vanity and just go with the seasons. So very similar message. So open up your mind and see like me. Open up your plans and damn, you're free. Look into your heart and you'll find the love that you need. I won't hesitate no more. I cannot wait anymore. I'm yours. And so waiting in vain, I'm yours, those also go together. And our name is our virtue. So DNA, genetics. Number 8, flesh and bone. Please show me a sign. Come inside, Neil. So I was just telling the story in the beginning. If you missed it, I'll repeat it. That when this song was playing, I was singing, please show me a sign. And I'm doing the 11:11 reading. And my friend tagged me in a post, an 11:11 post talking about signs and synchronicities and receiving signs. So that was a great synchronicity. Another synchronicity, so when I had one of the first spiritual awakenings that I had was back in 2000, 2003, around that time. And I remember I was staying at my sister's house, and it was a haunted, the room that I was staying in was haunted. Hi everybody. So I was sitting there and I was doing my makeup at the mirror, and I was singing this song by Elena Farm, please show me a sign. And all of a sudden, a ball that I had in a little case flew and hit me on the head. Like literally, boink, and I freaked out because this is one of the first times that spirit really started physically speaking to me around me. So it was like showing me, yes, I'm here. So that was really cool. And let's see. Oh, another lyric that I liked is I'm torn between halo and demons. So that goes with the Lenka song, The Middle, being in limbo, torn between heaven and hell, torn between light and dark, torn between left and right. You don't have to be torn because it's all one. It's you know, so a lot of people, when they begin to awaken, they have that battle between the left and the right, the dark and the light, and they see everything as good or evil. So this is reminding you that that's just all in your head. That is not real. I had my awakening. That's what happened with me. I dove deep into my whoop, there's the alarm. Okay, so I guess let me see here. So in 11 minutes on our time, it's going to be in California. It's going to be 11:11. And I'm sorry, this is not going to be as organized as my usual videos because I'm just doing whatever. Okay, now where was I? Oh yeah, torn between the heaven and hell and all that. So what you're doing is as you're awakening, you're diving deep into your subconscious. And what is deep in your DNA structure? Religion. So whatever is in your ancestral line, that comes up to the surface to be healed. So a lot of people, when that starts happening, they get stuck in the what do you call it? They get stuck in the fear aspect and they don't progress any further because now they got stuck in the fear, they got stuck at the root chakra, and they stay there. So they stay in the red is what I will call it. So I think that was one of the biggest things that I learned, and this is one of the biggest messages that I want to share with everybody, is that when you start awakening and you start going through hell, keep going. Keep going. Find somebody that you trust that can talk you through it, because it can be a scary process for some people. You know, a lot of years of, or generations and generations of religious programming that is trying to be deleted. So it's kind of like emptying the trash can on your phone. You know, on some of them it's like secure empty trash. I don't want a Mac, it's secure empty trash. It's like deleting the programs that no longer serve. But sometimes you have to open it up to see what it is, and then you delete it. So flesh and bone, words with cryptic meanings, and there's a lyric that says, snapped your rib, made a lover, so you can share each other. And that talks about the Adam and Eve aspect. You know, everybody says you should be alone, you know, be alone. We were meant to have a partner. We were meant to have somebody else to share this journey with. Otherwise, it's a very lonely journey. Can you imagine yourself on a deserted island, just you by yourself? Yes, you do get to learn a lot about yourself, but eventually you want somebody to share the journey with. So it's okay to want a relationship. It's okay to want that partner that sees things the way you see them. It's okay. Okay, so number 9. I love this. Prince, I would die for you. So, I'm a dove, I'm your conscious, I am love. So I love that. You are love. And I would die for you. So when your heart chakra opens up, so this is I'm gonna keep sharing my journey for this 11:11 reading. When I was going through my awakening and I hit that 0 point, I thought I was having an anxiety attack. I literally felt like my heart was going to explode. And so I went to the hospital because I thought I was having like a heart attack. And when I got there, I was up in this 5D energy, and I was seeing things from a whole different perspective. And all of a sudden, I was hearing this voice talking about, would you die for them? And I was thinking to myself, for the world? Oh, hell no. Immediately I was like, no. And then it was like asking me again. And I was like, huh. So then I went on my phone and I looked at a photo of my nieces, and I was like, for these girls, absolutely, yes, I would die for them. So that's the compassion of seeing everybody as something that you love the most. So originally I was like, no, people are assholes, why would I die for them? But then when you change it to this being of, you know, this sweet little being who hasn't done anything in this life that, you know, would deserve a death, then you change perspective and your heart chakra begins to open, because now you would die for somebody. And that is the ultimate sacrifice that you would give. And a lot of people, you know, this is the Jesus, Christ consciousness energy. Would you die for them? So everybody, the Jesus aspect, this is not a religious thing. The Jesus aspect is a Christ consciousness energy, heart chakra opening up. So would you die for another? When you are actually able to say yes, that heart portal, it turns into this big, bright, beautiful sun. Okay, yeah, so that was number 9, I Would Die For You by Prince. Number 10 was Alien Ant Farm Glow. And so I was already telling you guys in the beginning of the story, that song, when it started playing, I was putting on this little blush thing that's called Glow. And I just started freaking out because I was like, just when I thought these other synchronicities were huge, that one came up and I was like, okay, this is the universe letting me know they are watching. They are with me today for this reading. So I'll be the switch she turns on. You'll be mine too. I'll get off. So that talks about finding that person that just flips your switch, that lights you up. And you being that person that lights others up. So you are the switch that turns people on. You are the person that flicks the switch on yourself, and that light of yours lights the path for everybody around you. Okay? So the final song, number 11, I did 11 songs, was Please Forgive Me by Bryan Adams. Please forgive me. I know not what I do. Which is interesting that we were just talking about the Jesus Christ consciousness energy of please forgive them, they know not what they do. So when you're opening your heart, your compassion, you're realizing that you're forgiving. You're forgiving yourself for everything you've done. You're forgiving family. You're forgiving your people, exes. You are forgiving. The collective is asking for forgiveness. You're the only one I ever want. So whatever that means to you, Bryan Adams, please forgive me. So forgiveness is key. Opening up this portal, forgiveness, compassion, understanding. I feel a lot of people, the heart chakra is still closed because they don't know how to forgive. And they're very judgmental. So the judging comes from a closed chakra. So let's take Donald Trump, for example. I'm not for or against, because when you see things from a higher perspective, you realize that it's all part of the bigger picture. And you just gotta forgive them, because they're at the level of consciousness that they are doing things they don't know. They think that they're in the right. It's almost like a narcissistic tendency. Okay, now let's see, that was 30 minutes of song and stuff. So let's move on to the cards. Okay, first card. Ooh, awesome. Direction Guardian, choose your path. And so immediately, I'm just going to put the cards down and then I'm going to read them. 2 songs came out for White Tara, for this deck. So White Tara. What's going on? Hold on a second. Oops. Okay, I just needed to catch up where I was. Okay, here we go. So White Star, which is White Star, White Tara. Ooh, Yamanya, Golden Opportunity. I think that came through in my last Twin Flame Synchronicity reading. Oh my God. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. So what is today? Today is the doorway, the 1111 gateway. It's asking you to walk through that doorway. So awesome. Everything is beautiful. Number 5 was freedom. I'm sensing freedom. I'm seeing people are free, breaking through the doorway, the portal. Ugh, sorry, my hair's getting all stuck on my necklace. All right, everything's beautiful, and look at it, it's purple like Prince. Okay. Oh my God, completion! The completion, the done. We are done with something, number 9. And purple too. Prince, are you here? Prince Nelson? Okay. Oh my Another like purple. Lapis Lazuli, realization. And I don't think I've ever pulled the Lapis card with this deck. So I'm actually going to want to read that later. But immediately I'm thinking of the Egyptians. So that was the alarm. So 1 minute to 11:11. I got some crystals here. We're going to take a minute to make a wish. So think about what your wish is right now. We've got all these manifestation crystals. I've got the 8 for infinity. And we're going to have the Taurus full moon tomorrow. So think about your wish. What is your wish right now? Make your wish. It's 11:11. Ooh, I'm shaking a little bit. Close your eyes and wish. Make this wish. Eleven, 11, 11. Sweet. Okay, that was awesome. We caught it. Like Pokemon. Okay. Let's keep going. So we've got the Lapis Lazuli, which is 222 right here. Realization. So more purple, lots of purple. So a lot of third eye crown chakra activity happening right now. Okay. Oops. I don't know why it froze. One second, guys. Okay, there we go. So the next card, this came through in the last one as well, fire agate, creativity. So immediately when I'm seeing this fire agate, so I'm seeing that fire energy, so you might be feeling a lot of like heat in your abdomen area. So creativity and golden opportunities. So creative golden opportunities, completion of creative projects. Very cool. Next, we've got complacency, which is interesting. We were talking about the Donald Trump stuff, and once again, I'm not for nor against, and I'm not left or right, but a lot of people are complacent in seeing things happen that are not for the betterment of society and humanity, and just being complacent and standing back and not wanting to be. And I think that's kind of like what I'm doing with the not taking sides, right? That sometimes you have to see things from a higher perspective. But complacency, I'm also seeing it as, it almost looks like a grandmother that lost somebody. So I'm seeing like a grandmother. So if you've lost a grandmother, or a grandmother has lost a partner, but I'm seeing this sadness. Okay. And then we've got trust in the universe. I love that. So if you look closely, so got 2 suns. I always talk about the 2 suns. I always see 2 suns. I just see that there's 2 suns, but she's got a little orb in her hand, almost like Merlin the magician. So she's like holding this orb in her hand. 2 suns, trust the universe, trust your angels. Oh my God, so golden opportunity, chance, so give somebody a chance, or you want a chance. And Darwin's orchid. I love orchids. They're one of my favorite flower. I could never keep those suckers alive. I don't know how many I've bought in my lifetime, but I've never was able to keep one alive. So Darwin's orchid, I'm immediately seeing the shooting star that's going through. So what do you do when you see a shooting star? You make a wish, right? My little puppy's right here. Just in case you guys were wondering if she was here, she's here. Huh, my girl. She's just snoozing. Okay. Go back to sleep. Okay, so I'm seeing a shooting star, so I'm seeing making a wish on a star, wishing upon a star, so the 11:11 make a wish. You can make another wish at 11:11 this evening. So, chance. And there's a couple of these that are new decks, so I'll probably be reading the thing for them. So the next one, communication, laughter, hyena. Laughter is the best medicine, and it's the number 36, which is the number 9. So we've got 2 9s here, 9999 right there. The completion of a cycle. Completion. And then we've got Archangel Chamuel, life experience. A significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. So, time to spread your wings. And if you see, they've got the wings. And look at, we've got more wings over here. Lots of wings on this card. And this one, I'm seeing the cow and I'm seeing the lion. So, and I'm seeing the eagle and I'm seeing Archangel Michael, which is he's like the little baby angel. And so what immediately I'm seeing the compassion and kindness of the cow and the fierceness of the lion and the childlike wonder of the little baby angel. And that gives you that higher perspective, like all three of them, the Father, Son, Holy Ghost, mind, body, spirit, all of them in unison. So all you got to do is choose your path. Okay, so the next one, this came through in the last one as well, the scribe, number 3, creativity. So these two are the same card. So we've got 2 different creativity cards. And the scribe is about writing. So if you've been thinking about writing or you want to be a writer, this is the card. Number 3. Then we've got the Son of Wands. So immediately what I'm seeing with this one is the Kundalini energy rising up the branch. So I'm seeing the Kundalini energy rising in a lot of you guys. You guys are tapping into that 5D energy. I was just talking to my friend about the 5D energy because he wanted to know how do you get to that energy? How do you... And it's a state of mind. It's a state of being. It's that heart chakra opening up and expanding, moving that Kundalini energy up. So if there's a blockage in the heart where you're not forgiving and you're not seeing it, it's going to get stuck. It will get stuck in the lower chakras. And this is seeing a lot of lower chakra stuff happening. So let me just check something here. This is also a new little deck, which is has a slightly different message than a traditional tarot. But so this is a charming, adventurous. So I'm thinking of that song by the Smiths, This Charming Man. So the Son of Wands is a true charmer. He's handsome and adventurous and seems to say all the right things. Some call him the White Knight tarot, but at some point you find he becomes hard to know. Trust your instinct with this one. Perfection is an illusion. So seeing somebody and wanting to see what you're seeing, projecting your vision of them onto them. But you got to remember, everybody is human. Okay, so yeah, I love that. I love this deck. It's a real cool deck. Okay, so then we've got, it's okay to be different. I love this because this is the process a lot of people, so not being your authentic self, I think that came through with the Troublemaker song, right? And Shit on the Radio. It's okay to be different. It's okay to talk, you know, to do what I'm doing. This is the thing. When I started doing this, I was scared. I was scared of like, oh, what would people think of me? You know, are people gonna get it? And you gotta not care about them. You gotta do it because you want to do it. So this is like saying it's okay to be different. It's okay to share your experiences, share your knowledge, be you. It's okay. You don't need to be like everyone else. You're perfect just as you are. Okay, then we've got the 3 fates, what comes around. So 26, the number 8. So we're seeing the thread. So she's got the thread, and this is talking about like the karma returning, or dharma, depending on how you see things. I always like to see everything as the glass half full. So I've done a lot of, I'd say a lot of good deeds in my life. So I expect good things, you know. The past is the past. You are who you are now. So the number 3, the 3 fates. I'm also seeing the number 3 over here. And I have to look this up because I've only pulled this card a couple times, but I'm seeing like the thread of wheel, the wheel of karma. Okay. Oh my God. One of my favorite cards, the twist in the tail that you did not see coming. So the unexpected, a change you did not see coming. And it's the number 34. And so you have these little twin flames. So these are the twin flames, actually. They're twins. You wouldn't expect them to be twins, but they are. And it was an unexpected. And it's interesting. It's a little albino ferret and a little albino girl, and my little puppy, she's a little albino. So that's a very cool number 34. So number 7. So we got 2 7s, 7 7. Truth, spirituality. Okay, then we got, I actually did, oops, I don't know why okay, I'm gonna have to unplug this, plug this in. Whoops. Okay. Oops. Okay. So, I actually, with this one, no, this is the one. I've got 2 cards. So, we've got freedom. And then we've got openness. So, right now, the gateway is open. So, the fact that came through. A lot of these cards came through talking about gateway being open. If you look at it, it looks like the pupil of an eye. So your eyes are opening. I'm almost seeing like somebody being in a coma, and you know, when they shine the light in to see life or to see if anything's going on in there, I feel like that's what's happening right now. Somebody's shining a light in your eye and you're waking up. You are showing signs of life. You are realizing that you've been in a coma for all this time and now you're finally waking up. So that openness, I love that. It's like electricity going into the eye. It's very cool. Okay, so the next one is freedom. So realizing that you are free already. I love that. It looks like a daisy. Daisy. Little daisy. So openness. Be open and receptive to what is coming, what is to come. Okay, then we got, so I pulled a few cards. So I got Realm Shift with a pentagon with a star in the center. So that's what's happening right now, is we are shifting. We are shifting into this new realm. We're stepping into this new, walking through the doorway into the new realm. And it might just be a subtle change for some of you, and it might be a big change for some of you, but it's a change. So, and then we've got Ascended Master Retreats. So the great masters of earth had incarnations, mastered their lesson, and ascended. They are disciplined but compassionate, for they understand the challenges of being in a physical body. This is an invitation to visit in sleep meditation those ascended masters. So if you feel a resonance with a particular ascended master, ask them to guide you. So like I'd say, in my case, very connected to Melchizedek, Metatron, Mary, and Jesus. So whoever you're connected with. Okay. And it's the number 13. So masculine, the masculine energy. Okay, and then I got Adventurers Quest. So what, the number 5 again. So 555. So the number 5, you're on an adventure. And I'm seeing like the crosshairs or like a scope. Adventurers Quest. I actually want to read them. I always read the Mayan Oracle ones because they have deep messages. And awesome. So the first one was the masculine energy. This is the feminine energy, Mary Magdalene. And I was just talking about Mary. The number 8. So we have 888, which is abundance, which this Taurus moon that's coming up is all about manifesting abundance, manifesting whatever it is that you want to manifest. And Mary Magdalene was a high initiate in the order of the Essenes and a spiritual partner of Jesus. So she was Jesus's twin flame, is what they would say. She is now master of the 6th ray, raising dogma into spirituality. Mary Magdalene's ascension retreat is in Marseille. She radiates a glowing buttercup yellow light to all who attune to her. Her light was hidden from us for centuries, as she was misjudged about her role in Jesus' life. If you have felt wronged or misunderstood, Mary Magdalene offers you the courage to maintain your integrity. This card is an invitation to attune to Mary Magdalene to receive her blessing. And the affirmation is, I maintain my truth and see the spirituality in all things. Oops. Sorry, all my stuff's falling here. So, there you go. Oh. Okay, so that's the adventure quest. So truth, your truth, not the truth that you read in a book, not the truth that you hear from somebody else, but your truth. When something resonates for you on a deep, deep subconscious level, that is your truth. So, Adventurers Quest. We're all in an adventure today. Today is adventure time. It's at 11:11, adventure time. And just like to clap. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Because it's just gonna be fun and silly today. All right. Oh, so excited for the union energy. So we've got 5 again. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Freedom. We are free to do and be whoever the heck we want to be. So it's 14, 5. This card invites you to connect to Lady Gaia, the angel in charge of our planet, as well as Taya, the elemental master of Earth. And so I was talking about Earth with the 2 songs that came through, Get With Your Rhythm, Get With Your Nature, Rid Yourself of Vanity, and Just Go With the Seasons. It's what we came to do. Our name is our virtue. So it says, as well as Taya elemental, including goblins and pixies. Invoke Master Ragaski, master of the 11th ray of mysticism, to help you attune to the wisdom of our glorious planet. Then listen to its heartbeat. To further expand your consciousness, ask the Earth Dragons to help you connect to Hollow Earth and the Lemurian wisdom. So Lemurian stuff. Earth loves, nurtures, and welcomes you. So this card is a joy of and celebration. So yeah, so 5 is also about party time. Everything is beautiful. And I actually want to, I always love that deck, the Oracle of E. And it's the number 32. Get ready to be dumbfounded in the best possible way. You will be speechless at how beautiful your life really is. Things that once seemed common, that you often took for granted, are about to show off their true colors. Real beauty is about to come into focus. You can thank the universe later. Yes. Like Napoleon Dynamite. Yes. Yes. Okay, and then, so excited because, oh, my favorite card. Beep, beep, beep. Ahau, which is the completion of the Mayan calendar, the final hurrah. This is the final card in the Mayan steps to ascension. And I'm going to actually read the Mayan stuff before I move on. So we got, we're going to do Adventure Quest first. I highly recommend this deck if somebody's into like really diving deep into spirituality and stuff. The Mayan Oracle. I've had this deck for many years. I think this is one of the first decks that I got on this journey. So Adventure Quest, it's the mythic call, it's the journey. So I'm seeing travel. Freedom is also about traveling. So I'm seeing traveling, wanting to travel. We'll see where exactly it wants you to travel to. So it's also about empowerment and the initiation. So the Egyptian initiation, the Mayans had an initiation as well. So I'm seeing that you are completing this initiation because we did get completion and the realization. So that's another one that I'm going to read. And it says you're receiving a mythic call. So what's the 1111? It's the wake up call. It's the gateway. It's coming through. It's being woken up. So the awakening call. A lot of people they are still scared to wake up. They don't want to. They're still stuck in a lot of programming that needs to be released. So this is your wake up call. Like, do you want to stay stagnant or do you want to ascend? It's up to you. It's called a lens. So they call these lenses. This is a lens, like an eyeball lens. So, I'll actually like hold it up so you can see it. Have you recently been feeling something stirring, a desire to discover something, to remember something? To remember something? It feels like you've been trying to remember something. To become new? If so, you're receiving a mythic call. Expect to be sparked by the memory of a long-felt dream. Call on your allies and guides. Invoke your full dimensional presence and remembrance. All the support necessary for your quest awaits your invitation. In receiving this lens, you're being called to create your life script in a more mythic way. So your life script, you create your life script. Remember also that what appears to be tests and trials in your life are actually priceless gifts and teachings. By looking at your life as a grand adventure, you know that these lessons offer opportunities to grow. You're being drawn into initiation, asked to embody all you have learned. Acknowledgement and empowerment in this initiation can come to you in the form of joyful embrace with a fresh start. Oh my God, embrace. I'm going to get to it later, but a joyful embrace came through. So 555 is all about transformation, embracing, change and transformation. So awesome. Not forgot where it was. Oh yeah, a new tool, a skill, a creative surge. So I'm seeing a lot of you guys are coming up with like divine inspiration, creative ideas. Let's see. Celebrate these gifts in your heart. When you do, they will naturally be recirculated to others, and you in turn will find renewed energy, purpose, and commitment to living your adventure. Oh my God. So the creative surge, the heart chakra that I keep saying, it's the portal is in your heart. So open that sucker up. It's like going. Yeah, and purpose. So shift, which was right next to it, and guess what page it's on? 155. So 555, 555, freedom, adventure, transformation, change, embracing the new. So it's a quantum leap. So that's exactly what's happening. I was talking about that at the beginning of the reading. The quantum leap, or a jump into the different dimension, a different timeline, your highest timeline that you can jump into. So expanded reality, a web of possibilities, golden opportunities, assemblage points, and the unknown. So loosen your moorings, journeyer. Make room for miracles and expanded realities. So if you remember the last twin flame synchronicity reading, it was miracles. Let's see. In receiving this lens, you're being asked to take a quantum leap beyond the confines of your known reality. You and this reality are entering a total realm shift. Yes. So how can I explain this? It's almost like the whole of Earth is merging. It's like, so Earth is a snake, right? Earth is a snake, and it's shedding its old 3D dimensional self, and the new Earth is emerging. I don't know why I needed to do like hand to kind of like explain that's like it's shifting. It's like almost like the Vesica Pisces, where it's separating from its old and it's becoming new. Because of humanity's mass agreement about how reality is, you may have constructed your reality based on those fixed beliefs and such things as restriction, denial, limitation, and judgment. However, when humanity reaches the critical threshold of change in its belief system, reality shifts to reflect that change. So yes, reality, I call it the collective consciousness. I know that sometimes I pick up on things that I have no... I don't watch Game of Thrones, but somehow when I meditate, I will pick up on, this was back when Game of Thrones was huge. I was picking up episodes because so many people were watching it. It was a collective thing. So that's what happens. We have to have a collective change. That's why they always say, you changing your limited beliefs will begin to change the world around you. So start changing what you believe. So this is why in my spiritual awakening, when the Bible was burned, the book was burned, that's because that's something that needed to be burned off, to be need to die in order to be reborn, as we all know. So set aside how your reality appears. See the universe as an inseparable whole, one hologram made up of a vast web of interwoven possibilities. See, like this, interwoven possibilities. You can draw from these energetic fields now. You can create the reality you choose. A shift of realms is taking place. At this nexus of time and space, powerful galactic energies are meeting your expanding perception of what is possible. Anything you have defined in a limited way is being transformed. Perhaps you have seen this expanded version of reality in moments of extreme crisis, strong emotions, drug experiences, deep meditation, severe illness, or near-death experiences. After such moments, all things look different, and the potential of all possibilities emerges. That is because the assemblage points of your reality have been shaken loose. Receiving this lens asks you to consciously loosen your assemblage points and allow them to remain loose. Take a quantum leap into the fluidity of unfixed beliefs and expanded realities. By flexibly choosing to move into the unknown, a complete and marvelous reordering of your world awaits you. So let's take, for example, the flat earth theory. Everybody, unless you've actually been transported out, no matter what scientist or whatever tells you, unless you've actually been transported out, you don't know if the world is flat or round, right? It's just what the scientists and this is what you have been fed to believe. And I'm not saying it is or it isn't. I'm just saying that's just an example of a belief. So when I had a vision, I was shot into space. I was looking down Earth, and Earth was a flat mesa, and it looked like a microchip board with circuits flaring off everywhere, and it was covered with a lens, so almost like a contact lens. So that's what it looked like from my perception looking down. So I had tapped into a different reality where Earth is flat. So when you meditate, you tap into these alternate dimensions. And I'm not saying that our Earth now is flat, but there is a dimension where that exists. And people that have tapped into that dimension have seen that. So anything is possible. Whenever you have a closed belief, you're not allowing anything to come in and sway your, the cognitive dissonance. Okay. So, okay, so now we're moving on to my favorite card, Oh How. And we're already almost at an hour. So 5934. Wow. That just means a lot to me. So I'm gonna actually look over here because I think it's the owl, if I'm not mistaken. No, this one is the flower. So it's the Lord, the ruler, the flower, union, wholeness, ascension, unconditional love, We were talking about unconditional love. Solar mastery, Christ consciousness. We were talking about Christ consciousness. Light language, ecstasy, limitless bliss, and the crown chakra. So that's what this card represents. It's the dove. The symbol it represents is the sun and the dove. And if you remember, the song that came through was Prince, I Would Die For You. And he says, I am a dove. I am your conscience. I am love. Boom. This is the synchronicity that goes with that. Man. So beautiful. So the shadow wisdom is limiting self, God, goddess, loving with conditions, so loving conditionally. So it tells you to practice the art of acceptance and allowance in order to embody unconditional love. So accepting others, others' beliefs, others, whatever. Just accept others for who they are. They're on their journey. You're on yours. So the shadow transformation is being love's presence sets you free. Freedom! Love sets you free. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. You know, when you embody love, you are free. You love yourself enough to let you be you. You don't care what anybody thinks about you, but you're also able to be compassionate to others. So not letting your journey affect another person. Yeah, so I'm a child of light, crowned with self-authority and transparency. And I am that I am, as above, so below. You are in God, and God is in you. Be limitless. So this is being about limitlessness. From the union of divine masculine and feminine is birth this. So the masculine and feminine coming together. If you look, it's like they're looking in a mirror at each other. Boop, boop. And this is the center, creating that third thing. And I was seeing that over here with the direction guardian. The three coming together. So this is the 144,000 core. Now we find ourselves in the Great Awakening. So right now we are the Great Awakening. There's people, I'm seeing people post that I never thought would be, would never awaken, and they're awakening. So even the people that you never would expect are awakening. So it's about being patient and allowing them to wake up. It's like when somebody, I keep giving the reference of a coma, because that's exactly what it is. You almost feel like you are waking from a coma. You almost feel like, is this real life? So many things have changed and expanded. So the process, it says, through the gift of rebirth and ascension, we are reclaiming our original state of union with God. We are going home. Home. You're free to go home. The process of rebirth and ascension can be viewed simply as the raising of the vibratory rate of the earth and her children. So I kept talking about earth vibrating, shedding that skin behind, leaving it like leaving a trail. The circlet or crown, symbol of recognizing and knowing that divine self. So the crown is a sacred tool, the universal symbol of the completion of a circle of self-empowerment and self-authority. And so this is the crown chakra. This is the crown. This morning I went outside and a car drove by and it was like crown upholstery. And I was like, that's going to come later. And here it is. Full ascension is the freedom to take your physical flight, seals, and chakras. If you choose to walk this path, know that in the embodiment of your I am self, you will learn to accept all things unconditionally, forgiving and releasing all judgments of yourself and others. The activation of solar mind ascension is already in progress. In divine fusion, you are becoming the one body of ascension. So oneness. We're all merging together. And what else? So in the shadow aspects, you may feel disconnected from your own true nature. So this is asking you to face your shadow aspects as well. You are the embodiment of solar consciousness right now. This embodiment has called many things in different cultures, including Satori, Samadhi, Enlightenment, Christ consciousness, and the Great Awakening. So everybody's reaching Samadhi, that tapping into the fifth dimension and beyond, that unconditional love, that enlightenment, finally getting to see the truth. Everybody's experiencing this. And it says the energy of this consciousness has been profoundly embodied on earth by Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, and we were talking about the Jesus Christ consciousness energy. So by embodying your solar self, you become a master of two worlds. So yeah, oh my God. The song The Middle, or the show by Lenka, I'm just a little girl stuck in the middle. So embodying, straddling both sides. You're in the middle and you're straddling both sides. You are the forerunner, lighting the trail of the return path for others to follow. So yes, I kept saying that you guys are like this light. You are the light body. You are lighting this way. It's almost like you are a star in the sky. And so if you are, let's say there's no electricity. All electricity has been shut off. What did we used to do to guide? We would look to the sky, right? You look up to the sun to find the east, west, north, south, whatever, and then you look up to the stars to find the constellations and which way you need to go. So you are the light that's guiding people home, because once all this electricity and all this stuff is gone, there's going to be people that are going to guide people when it all disappears, in a sense. Okay, so then oh yeah, I wanted to read lapis lazuli. If you guys know lapis lazuli, if you have that crystal, it's a beautiful crystal. It is the Egyptian. If you are into like Egyptian stuff, you'll notice a lot of they're always wearing that blue crystal stone. That's lapis lazuli. It's great for the third eye and the throat chakra. So realization. I don't think I've ever pulled this crystal, this particular one on this book. I don't think I've ever pulled it. So realization, voice, song. So I was saying singing, your voice, creativity, the illusion of being lost in life, the illusion of not having a purpose, under the influence of another, so mind control. And I always like slightly talk about mind control, just because I was able to see how when your third eye opens, everything slows down. I've said this before, it slows down to the nanosecond. You're able to see the mind control and the subliminal programming that's in your everyday advertising, your television, blah, blah, blah. This is why it's good to disconnect sometimes, so you don't have that programming happen to you. So this is all about mind and spirit unite, breaking down the walls. We were talking about breakthrough. I think there was another song that was talking about breaking through. Yeah, so the Nelly Furtado song, Shit on the Radio, just trying to break through. Okay, so on this day, the regal grace of lapis lazuli has landed upon you, an ancient one of infinite wisdom. She has chosen you as her playground. Her presence signals the breaking through, cutting away, and true realization of that which should not be on your path. She has come to help break through the self-created veils of illusion and distraction from your personal higher purpose. At this time, your personal power will be found in your voice as an expression pathway. This gift should be used responsibly with compassion, truth, and integrity, for then it would lead to the realization lapis has come to offer. Don't be confused by the energy of lapis. This is not a time of healing. It is a time for action and realization, not outward but inward, to the infinite light that you are. The greatest gifts in the universe are revealed this way. For now, realize, see, know. The necessary healing will come later. So yes, I was saying go inward. I was talking about go out into nature. Go out and experience everything. Everything is beautiful. Important doors are opening up. Just choose the path that you want to go. Choose, this could even be like a trail path, like hiking. Choose the path. Oh yeah, and then I wanted to see the three fates. I think it's, yeah, this one. So 26, which is the number 8. Here we go. So yeah, This talks about breaking the cycle. So that was a theme here as well. Repeating mistakes over and over. I literally was just talking about this. So like a coil, we think that we're repeating the same thing, which we kind of are, but now we're handling it differently. So like a coil, we keep repeating these things, and we handle them differently each time, and eventually we get to the top of the coil and we're free, because now we've mastered that particular cycle. So that coil, I always talk about coils. I always post it on my Instagram because I always find these like coils and stuff. So, and this was talking about karmic lessons. You know, repeats the same karma over and over. So, you are not alone. We all have karmic lessons, themes, stories that seem to repeat. Learn from this. Be aware of what is taking place at a fateful encounter to master life. If you take this approach, you'll be richer for learning, wise, free, and able to help others too. So letting go of your own karmic stuff, to be a light for others to find their way out as well. And I love this. The unexpected change you did not see coming. I just love this card. It's so cute. All the white and the pink, so unconditional love. Crown chakra energy. So unconditional love. Trust the universe. So number 34. That number has so much symbolism. For me, at least. Changes in you or your family, a breakup, surgery, or an accident, all change your appearance. A person you related to but have never met, the double life of a friend. All these things happen, twists in the tails. I'm just going to ignore that, but an unexpected pairing. So that's what I'm seeing, an unexpected pairing. So soul family, people that you didn't think were related to you in any way. Okay, you are unique. Don't ever doubt it. Yeah, because it's okay to be different. And then chance, Darwin's orchid. This is a beautiful deck, Flowers of the Night Oracle. I love it. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, so it talks about like Halley's Comet. The star of Bethlehem. Bethlehem has been coming through. Chance, reward. So being rewarded for everything. I was talking about karma, but dharma, being rewarded for the good that you've done. So in the last cycle, so 10-year cycle, 7-year cycle, 5-year cycle, 3-year cycles. It's repeating cycles. So trust in cycles and the rhythms of life. This could be an ending, but also a beginning. So the completion. So chance comes to those playing the game who are open to all possibilities and who trust that they deserve to win. So yeah, see the bigger picture, viewpoint. Beautiful. So yeah, I'm seeing communication happening, creativity, communicating your creative gifts. I'm seeing golden opportunities coming because of that. I'm seeing that you're all becoming increasingly sensitive, so to not just like chemicals, but environments, people. And I'm also seeing waking of the third eye and the heart chakra and the crown in unison. So what is the etheric body? That is the sixth sense. Everybody always talks about the sixth sense just being like, it's extrasensory perception, ESP. That's sensing things that other people can't sense energetically. So you are your etheric body. So now you guys can actually see me. This is what I do when I'm doing my readings, but you guys don't ever see me. But I move around a lot. Your etheric body. And information hits the etheric body. Depending on how big your etheric body is. So when you work on expanding your light body and your aura, it can be, you can have a strong telepathic sense with people from far places. Things hit that etheric field and you pick up on it. So this is how the collective consciousness is how you pick up on the collective consciousness of things. So things hit that and it goes into your body. not necessarily inside your body, but it you feel it. You feel it in certain points of your body, and then it eventually reaches the third eye last. So, however, it's processed, and then boop, it's here. So sometimes you feel it in your body, whether this is through your root chakra, or you're feeling headaches, or you're feeling heart palpitations. You're feeling somebody else's energy, somebody else's emotions. So it all hits the etheric field. So you're becoming increasingly sensitive. If you're meditating, you're really expanding your aura, your auric field, your etheric field. So this is talking about you're all becoming extremely sensitive now. So this is why journaling is imperative, so you can begin to understand the signs and synchronicities that begin to appear to you. Like when I do readings, let's say I do a mediumship reading, if the person died of a heart attack, I'll start feeling like my heart, something in my heart. So this is how the energy comes through. This is how spirit is communicating with you. So this is asking you to be mindful of the things that, how spirit is communicating to you. Yeah, so you're becoming increasingly sensitive. It's time to choose your path. The direction guardian. So I actually want to show you guys this. There's different cards in this deck, and so you have the guardians, right? And there's 12 guardian spirits who all bring miraculous messages of guidance and healing. These are the keepers of the directions and the angels of the elements that protect the magic circle and shamanic practice. These guiding spirits will help you connect with your primal needs and desires, so you can live a fulfilling life that is aligned with your highest truth, good, and purpose. So the direction guardians are here. Keep thinking to yourself, which way should I go? You don't know which way to go. The direction guardians will help you. All you got to do is make a decision to go. If it's not the right decision, then it's a lesson that needs to be learned. Every direction is the right direction. There is no wrong direction. Every person is the right person. There is no wrong person. Unless you see clear red signs, you can easily avoid those people. Yeah, so the direction guardian, I think I'm just going to read this, and I'm going to read the last, these, and I'm going to be done. So the direction guardian is connect with your deepest desires, then choose the path that will make your heart and soul sing. Sing! Right? And so finally closing this out, we have the 3 love cards. So we have, looks like the sun. I keep seeing sun. So solar plexus. I'm seeing a moon. So blue. So I'm seeing sun and moon. Masculine, feminine, left, right. And I'm seeing the beautiful sacred heart. Heart's on fire. Love is on fire. This passion. I'm seeing this passion between these people. I didn't want to make this a love reading, but it always comes into a love reading. So we got embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. And I love it because it looks like one big puzzle. Like all the little pieces. And I love how his head is on her heart. Embracing. So embracing, when you're hugging somebody, that's the ultimate connection is that heart-to-heart connection. So I'm seeing a heart-to-heart connection, telepathy of the heart. I always say telepathy is connected via the heart. Somebody was trying to correct me the other day, saying, no, it's the third eye. And I'm like, no, that is the last place that it reaches. So it's always the heart connection, and then it goes up to the third eye. But it's the heart connection. So through each other we find the missing pieces. So have you ever been getting a message, and it isn't until you talk to somebody else that the missing piece to the puzzle comes together? You're like, oh, that's what that message meant. So through each other we find the missing pieces. Then your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. So yes, your soulmate, if you're looking for love, or if you're in a relationship now and you just want a deeper sense of love with that person, we can't change them. So if it's not the right person, it's not the right person. We can't change it. You have to make the decision to free yourself to find that missing piece that you are looking for, But look they're looking at each other in the eyes. So that eye-to-eye connection, I'm almost seeing like bowing to each other in gratitude, touching third eyes each other. That eye-to-eye connection, when you look into somebody's eyes, that's the deep connection. Like you see them. And sometimes if you ever do like the meditation in the mirror, or you know, with somebody, you see the things just transform. It's a great meditation if you were it's a very close meditation with another human being. So soulmate. Soulmate's coming, and if you look closely, it looks like the matrix grid. Whoop, whoop. There we go. I'm trying to see how. There we go. Okay. And then finally, we got this beautiful sacred heart. We got like a third eye over here. This is the heart portal that I'm talking about, opening up the heart portal. So this is what this 1111 gateway is. It's bringing together soul family, soulmates, twin flames, whatever you want to resonate with. It's bringing those people that are meant to be together. It's bringing the soul family that's meant to be together. It's bringing friends that are meant to be in each other's lives together. It's bringing loves that are meant to be together. It's bringing partners in creative projects. It's bringing them together. Whatever's meant to be together is coming together like a missing puzzle piece. Soulmates could be friends, family, whatever. So I'm seeing soulmates coming together. And finally, transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Like the Prince song. I'm going to end it with the Prince song. I am dove. I am your conscience. I am love. It's the most powerful force in the universe. Prince had the answers. If you ever listen to Prince's music, very deep lyrics, very deep. So transformation, we're all transforming, we're all because the 555 energy, this 1111 gateway is all about transformation. It's all about freeing yourself from limited beliefs that you've held on for far too long, and moving into this new unconditional love with Mary Magdalene here. That's it. Thank you guys all so much. I hope that you take a moment today to go outside and meditate with nature and really ask for the universe. If you want to write down a little, a notepad of your manifestations, if you want to make a dream board today, today's the day to manifest what you want into reality. If you want this soulmate, it's already in your heart. We just bring it out. So thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all of you guys. Yeah, I love you guys. I know I've been MIA for a while, but I'm going through my own stuff, trying to, realign. And today was serious alignment with the songs and synchronicities of everything. It's just been crazy. So I'm so happy to get to experience this with you guys. So thank you. I love you all. Namaste, everybody.